My main takeaway from this week, it's the first time that I've been encouraged to not try to change something. And so rather than saying, try to change something that I'm not so sure is changeable, like work with that and here's how you can improve upon it and make it better. And that was very liberating. I knew about surfing when I was a kid because I grew up in the era of the Beach Boys. I was just about to turn 69. Usually there's promotional offers that accompany when you stay at those things. And it said, learn how to surf.
Nice down the line, Margie. Oh, that's beautiful. Ew!
And so I said, oh, I'm going to do that. And so here I am at Surf Simply, and never too late.
You came a few times already, right?
I've been once before, yes.
What made you come back?
Just the exponential learning curve. I'd been surfing 15 years before I came the first time, but I feel like I learned more in 1 week than I did in 10 years. So that's why I came back.
I have a wonderful friend. I'm super lucky, and he had been here before. He had been down the rabbit hole of research, and he determined that this was the best place in the world to go learn how to surf.
Oh, nice.
And that's how I made it here.
The spot in Long Island that I was spending summers in had a surf community that looked like they were having a lot of fun. So I started paddling out knowing virtually nothing, took a single lesson where they sort of pushed me and didn't do much else beyond that. And that was sort of my surfing for the last 5 years, has been sort of just playing in the surf and not really knowing what I was doing.
I started surfing in Hawaii with my friend Sarah, who's also here this week.
All of the plans that I had made were canceled because of COVID. And I thought, well, I always wanted to give surfing a try. And it was the perfect opportunity, and I've been hooked ever since.
I live very near one of the best beginner breaks in California. All my neighbors surf, and my neighbor had told me, if you want to learn to surf and pop up, you should go 7 days in a row. And I kept going until I got to 1,001 days.
You know, you come once, you see that progression in a week, but it's also, you know, 10 surf sessions 1 week, you learn a lot, but then if you come multiple times, it's really cool to see the growth, and that growth is very, very special to experience.
One thing I recommend to everybody do is go home and rewatch your theory. You know, watch those videos that you went through with Teal. I mean, you're crazy not to.
He's still compressed, but what's going to happen is the hips are going to start to come back slightly, and he's going to extend.
You know, sometimes I can be really excited and want to go for it, and there are times where I was physically tired, mentally challenged with the frustration, and she just kept giving it and kept improving. She's amazing.
I had Jesse, and we started on the beach at level 1.
So you're kind of stuck on a wave that's like this little one here.
Right.
You're probably not going to be able to get your perfect turn until you're stalling and accelerating.
We ended up cutting across an unbroken wave by the end of the week, and it was an incredible experience. I mean, she changed my life for forever by teaching me how to surf.
So let's see some examples. So ideally we want to start to bring our board to an angle once the wave has the steepness of a C. If it's a B or an A, you're going to stay straight.
Jose was my coach. The first thing he was working on was just explaining to me what the lingo was. I didn't know what a rail was. I didn't know about trimming. All those words were just new to me. And then we were putting things into practice.
Line number 1, the hunting line getting closer to the beach. Line number 2, runaway paddles to get that momentum going on. Line number 3, surf across the wave.
So what he wanted me to do was not just drop in and go to the bottom of the wave, but actually stay at the top, angle my takeoff enough so that I could actually go down the line rather than just surfing in the white water.
Every single person on this property was incredibly kind, attentive, and caring. It didn't feel like anybody was here working, even though everybody was working really hard. And I think that's really special.
I loved everything. The massages were phenomenal. Stretching every morning was amazing.
I own restaurants, and so I understand food fairly well, and the food here was excellent. It was exactly what I wanted and when I wanted, and I really appreciated the effort that they put into it. There wasn't a single meal I had where I was like, oh yeah, I might want to go do something else. Everything was exactly the way I wanted it, which was great.
Food is amazing. Diego and the drinks are amazing. And obviously the people here are just the coaches and the people here are just chill.
I work with clients, and to see how Surf Simply really cares about the guest experience and does so much to make sure that everyone has the best time possible. I'm so grateful for all the hard work that everyone puts in.
What's your main takeaway from this week?
Well, besides the notes from my surf theory classes, it'll be the connections that I made with the people. We started as strangers, and we've had a lot of opportunities to support each other out in the water, have great conversations when we're just hanging out or at dinner, and that's been just a great, great experience.
I was so proud of how much I persevered. I really felt like I pushed myself this week in so many different ways, physically and mentally. I feel like surfing came easier to me this week than it ever has before because of the coaching here, because of the technical nature, but also how understanding and encouraging Harry was. So I will definitely remember that, and I will hear him in the back of my mind while I'm surfing, and I will channel his energy and just get up and keep going.